Today I'm going to discuss the most important topic of the Indian English literature, Gandhiji as an Indian English literary contributor. Gandhiji was born on the 1869 and titled by Rabindranath Tagore as the Mahatma Gandhi, who known as a father of nation. This title was given by Subhash Chandra Bose. So Gandhiji was born on the 1869 and the title Rabindranath Tagore ji ने दिया गया था as a Mahatma Gandhi and who also known as the father of nation. This title was given by the Subhash Chandra Bose. Gandhiji was a really great contributor of Indian English literature. There are so many literary works who have achieved the remarkable rewards in India. Gandhiji was so much part and form of any literary genre of that period that he made appearance in many dramas, novels, stories, and in the poems. So they have written lots of novels, lots of dramas, stories, and poems. Gandhiji's social activities were development oriented, and his idealism was democratic, ruler, and homogeneous in nature. So Gandhiji सोशल एक्टिविटीज़ वर डेवलपमेंट ओरिएंटेड उनकी जो सोशल एक्टिविटीज़ थी वो डेवलपमेंट ओरिएंटेड थी डेवलपमेंट को लेकर के वो आगे बढ़ना चाहते थे ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल एज द पीपल ऑफ द कंट्री हिज आइडियलिज्म वॉज डेमोक्रेटिक उनका जो आइडियलिज्म था वो डेमोक्रेटिक था यानी कि लोगों के ऊपर डिपेंड करता था व्हाट द पीपल वांट्स दे ऑलवेज गिव इम्पोर्टेंस टू दैट रूलर एंड होमोजीनियस इन नेचर रूलर्स भी था एंड होमोजीनियस होता था नेचर के लिए एंड one of the most popular discussed and yet many a time controversial figure of Indian politics is Mahatma Gandhi. So he was a really a very controversial figure of Indian politics. Lots of people um, said lots of things about him. Lots of politicians have a negative point of views, negative thoughts about the Gandhiji. But so many great Indian leaders who appreciate the Mahatma Gandhi, like Rabindranath Tagore, like Subhash Chandra Bose, and all so many leaders of the who are the fight for freedom fight and freedom fight movement of the India, and he was also a very remarkable political leader as the freedom movement. There is hardly any area in the pre or post independent era that he had left untrampled for the sake of India development and independence. So, his activities, his social performance, his political performance, his all the democratic ideas who are belonging for the development of the Indian people and for their education purpose are very in a very deep manner. There is hardly any area where he missed. He is an immense source of writing himself and has influenced different disciplines and very many writers from the different fields like history, politics, philosophy, literature, and sociology. So he is an immense source of writing himself. So वो अपने आप में ही एक बहुत ही इमेंस सोर्स थे राइटिंग के अपने आप में एंड हैज़ इन्फ्लुएंस डिफरेंट डिसिप्लिन उन्होंने काफ़ी राइटर्स को इन्फ्लुएंस किया है अपने लिटरेरी वर्क से एंड वेरी मैनी राइटर्स फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट फील्ड इन द वेरी डिफरेंट फील्ड्स में लाइक हिस्ट्री पॉलिटिक्स philosophy literature and sociology so he have contributed in each and every area in a very great manner. While musing on different books on Gandhiji, especially the then Gandhian Indian English literature, while musing on different books on Gandhiji, especially the then Gandhian Indian English literature. So, this kind of a very great Indian literary works we have. Those are belonging from the Gandhianism and shows the Gandhianism rules and regulation. The time was grossly occupied by a Gandhian consciousness socially, culturally, and politically, at least in the period from 1898 and 1922, in the anti-colonial against the British. So, as we have read about the consecutions and what which kind of a circumstances and which kind of a performance of a Gandhi ji uh, um, give in the freedom movement against the British, and they he really did a great work in order to make India and Indian peoples democratic and independent. Especially the political performance in the 1918 to 1922, which is the anti-colonial against the British rules. There are some great Indian English literary works which shows the Gandhianism unity among all religions, especially Hindu Muslim unity. So these are the some great works, and these are the some great terms which shows Gandhianism in our country. He really wants to uh, a community, a unity in the Hindu Muslim, all the religions, especially Hindu Muslim. People should not adherence to extremist means of protest. They should be non-violent and non-use domestic arms like lathis, sharp weapons, and stop picketing and looting place. People should not adhere to extremist means of protest. Extremist protest means of protest. They should be non-violent. उन्हें non-violent रहना चाहिए. No, not use of domestic arms. उन्हें domestic arms नहीं use करने चाहिए like lathis, sharp weapons, and stop picketing and looting places. ठीक है. So this kind of things shows the Gandhianism. Stop the evil practice of untouchability, chastism, and casteism, and enmity among classes, hatred, lying, swearing, but spreading of brotherhood, love, and unity among all the races inside. So this kind of a untouchability, this kind of a uh, uh, practice of casteism, amity, and among the classes, hatred, middle class, upper class, lower class, this kind of a classes, hatred, this kind of a untouchability, and this kind of a different discrimination between the religious in the languages and other religious peoples of who are belonging from the other state or belonging from the other countries. So this kind of things are the very very negative points of the Gandhianism. He always um, said that always spreading of brotherhood and love and unity among all the races inside. Stop consumption of tobacco, ganja, smoking, gambling, stop swearing and beating the women flock at the home. So this kind of a point of views Gandhianism have, and which shows the Gandhianism and the this kind of a rules and regulations Gandhiji wants to spread in our country, in in India as well as in other loves and brotherhood between the all the pupils who are belonging from the different religions and languages, boycotting foreign goods, education, economics, and legal institutions. So he always against for adapting education of foreigners, either it is belonging from the goods, economic and legal institution. He always wants to create his own legal institution, education and foreign and goods, not n- adapting from the other countries. So this kind of a Gandhianism we can see in the Gandhi's in the many Indian literary works. And I hope you like this video, which is very important according to your examination point of views. And there are also some great works of like Swaraj movement, Hind Swaraj movement, and other so many works. He have contributed in a many literary work like history, political, sociology, economics, in every um, topic. And he is a really great writer. And you have to write all this point, which is very important according to examination point of views. And first of all, you have to give the introduction of the Gandhiji. Gandhiji was born on the 1869 and titled by the Rabindranath Tagore as the Mahatma Gandhi, who known as the Father of Nation, and this title given by the Subhash Chandra Bose. And Gandhiji was so much part of form of literary genre of that period that he made appearance in many dramas, novels, stories, and poems. Gandhiji's social activities were development oriented. His idealism was democratic, rulers, and homogeneous in nature. One of the most popular, discussed, and yet many a time controversial figure of India politics in Mahatma Gandhi. So there is hardly any areas in pre-post independent era that he had left untrampled for the sake of Indian development and the independence. He is an immense source of writing himself and has influenced different disciplines very and very many writers from the different fields like history, political philosophy, and literary work. So this kind of a most important point you have to mention in your answer. I hope you like this video, which is very important. Thank you so much.